Hello, hello. Welcome to Talk Football Live. I am here today with my co-host Biodun and Ayo, and our super fan, super guest DJ Roi. How y'all doing today?
Hey. Chelsea brought him out.
Yes, so as you guys can see, we are dressed for the occasion. It's Charles and DJ. I mean, actually, guys, we are the ABCD crew today. It's Ayo, Charles, and DJ. And we are not here to play. We're here to discuss Chelsea versus Arsenal, the best two London clubs in the world. This Sunday, we will decide who really is the better London. How you guys doing today? You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. As we say, our fans, our loved ones, our beautiful viewers, hit the subscribe button, share this video, share previous videos, and also comment. Tell us what you like. Hit the subscribe button and comment down below. Tell us what you like. Tell us if you don't want Biodun to come back and host again. That's fine with us. If you don't want to bring DJ Roi, even if you don't want me back, I want to be here. But yeah, and the most trust notes, today we're discussing Chelsea versus Arsenal, the London derby. And we have two Chelsea fans, that's myself and DJ Roi, and we have two Arsenal fans, Biodun and Ayo. So let's get into it. Ayo, take us on.
Yeah, so I think both of us are coming off a high this week, right? So Chelsea on Tuesday,
we are
dismantling Barcelona completely.
Yeah, we are calm.
3-0. No, it's the first time actually, from what I heard, that Barcelona hasn't scored since December of 2024. 54 game streak.
We had that
you guys snapped that run.
Yes.
And Arsenal, we did our thing too. Bayern came to visit London, and we, told them,
you showed them
this is
what
London.
London feels like.
Yeah, well, like London, they hot right now. London, they hot right now. If you come to London right now, you go collect.
Crystal Palace, even Tottenham themselves, they flog PS.
Everybody is collecting. So London is hot right now. So they've gone back to Germany. They collected. So we're both looking good. Now we now turn our attention to local matters, right?
Oh, right. Against the world champions.
Against the world champions. The world champions are back in their local league now to face against us.
I don't even know whether we should play the game or just let the world champions, take their position. They are world champions.
We'll gladly take the 3 points. We'll gladly take it.
It's a pity.
Nah. We won it. We won it.
I also says we won it. So what champions? What champions? Release the 3 points easily, please. Don't make it hard for us, please. I'm begging.
You're here with us. You've been bullish this season. You said your team is in it to win it all. Those are your exact words.
Yes.
An offline quote. You said your team is in it to win it all. Tell us what makes you so confident and how you're feeling and what your thoughts are, coming up against Arsenal, your junior London brothers.
You're right. I mean, I'll address the first part. I'm bullish because I believe you have to support your team regardless, right? If you're in a competition, why are you in a competition if you can't support your team to win, right? After all, it's 38 games, right? So if you're not supporting your team to win, I use the word coward, but you should at least first of all support your team. Then you can now face reality, right? So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. I support my team to win every competition. Do we come up short sometimes? Yes, but most of the time we do with our competitions, right? So, So for Sunday's game, I'm actually a little relaxed because I think, who do we beat before Barcelona again? Burnley? Burnley. It was supposed to be okay, right? How are we going to handle Burnley, save our players for Barcelona, right? We were able to do both. We handled Burnley with, a decent, so-called beating, and then we handled Barcelona, mercilessly, right? Now, Sunday's game is going to be a game of tactics, right? And we all know, we all agree here, and Mareska is a tactician, right? And the reason why I'm a little skeptical about, or at least not being too bullish about this weekend's game is because
You're not?
hear me out. I'm not saying we won't win, right? I think we will win. I believe we will win, right? But
We're gonna put you down.
but I believe Ateta has been he has the players, right, to play two different style of football now, right? He has the players to defend and counter if he wants to, right? He has the players to just go all out attack if he wants to as well. And for Mareska, he likes to, tailor his game plan towards the other team's weakness. So that being said, because Ateta has these options, it's going to be very, very interesting to see that first half, what comes of it, barring any kind of red card on Chelsea's side, because usually
Amen.
this kind of usually this kind of games, it's high tempo, high tempered, emotions get in the way, you know. So barring any red card, I want to see what that first half looks like, and then the adjustment that is made on the second half. I was telling you all earlier offline. Earlier, Ateta has, I don't know what he drank over the summer, but he has. It looks like he's a manager on a mission, and he has gotten his boys on that mission. And I
Yes,
say
level
that
up.
because, and I will wrap up quickly. And I say that because there are games that Arsenal have lost in the past 2, 3 seasons. I see them winning it this season. It's not ordinary, right? They've grown. They're now mature. They're now men. They have players in the right, the right piece, good, all the pieces, backups, in case of injury. Imagine Odegaard has been injured, and you all have been winning, right? So again, I say all of that to say that it's really going to be in a very balanced, competition. It might end up a tie, right? Do I want 3 points? I want the 3 points because even with the 3 points, you all are still ahead, right? But it might end up being a tie. But it's going to be very interesting. I'll let you all, chime in.
The other, I'll come to you, right? Because for me, what DJ Roy said about tactics, Mareska is a tactical genius. Yes, we've seen that in the Club World Cup final. We've seen it in several Chelsea games. We saw it again against Barcelona. He essentially said, I know you all are going to play a high line. And what am I going to do? I'm just going to play sprinters to beat that high line every time. We might get a few offsides, but we'll keep coming back. And that destroyed Barcelona. What is it that gives you confidence coming into this game against um, Chelsea, Biodo? For me, it's the simple fact that we haven't lost to Chelsea in over 3 years. What is it for you?
Oh, so let me start by showing respect to the world champions. You have to. They are the world champions, and this is a local league. And when
Respect.
you have the world
PTSD back.
champions, when you play the world champions, you have to show them respect. So we respect your world champions. Let me also start by saying, the worst come to the worst, I will take a draw. I just don't want to lose. And I will tell you why I don't want to lose. I think it affects the momentum, it affects the drive. Yeah, like just look at the draw against Sunderland, and that's where you see the difference and what DJ Roi talked about, which is they are grown. We can see some level of maturity in the Arsenal team. Seasons ago, drawing to Sunderland, we already see our enemies saying, "Oh, they're going to start falling from there," right? Because the players are not just matured enough to handle results like that. And when they come out of Sunderland with a draw, Arteta said when those guys returned from international breaks, they were like, "We're ready to go. We're ready to go." They just wanted to play the next game. So that's maturity, and I'm glad to see that. I also think Arteta has raised the bar. And if he's talking to you to join the team, to join the club, there's a standard, there's a level, there are certain expectations that you have to meet. And that's testament in all the players that are playing for us now and the players that joined us. Gabriel is one of is our favorite backline player. I was worried the moment I saw him come out of that Brazil Senegal game. I was really worried. I'm still worried because there are some tough games that you need him, right? If he had played against Bayern Munich, maybe we would have scored more corner kicks today because we had chances and Bayern just couldn't do anything, but nobody could head in those balls. Gabriel being there would have scored more goals from set pieces today. I can guarantee you that. So that's the area you're missing. But did somebody step into Gabriel's shoes today? Mosquera did. He was aggressive. He was there. He was clearing the lines and allowing Saliba to stay behind and finish the rest. So I like that performance. As a matter of fact, I was going to ask you, Ayo, you watch Nkapie against Spurs and you watch Mosquera against Bayern Munich. Who would you start against Chelsea? I don't know if you have an answer right away.
I guess it depends on who starts as striker for Chelsea.
You wouldn't know that until the lineups are out, so you have to make your selection.
So what I'll say is, I think I will start Nkapie for just one simple reason, just because there's a balance you get when you have a left-sided centre back playing on the left side. There are balls that are coming, like it just helps with angles. When there are balls coming in from the right, it's easier to play back with your left. When you're trying to play out of the back, it's easier to play over in that angle. When you're sending a ball, over the top, it's easier to swing a ball over the top with your left foot if you're on the left side of the field already versus having to switch back to your right, like Mosquera sometimes has to do. So only for that reason. And Arteta did explain after the game that the only reason why Nkapie didn't start was because he played 2 full matches with Ecuador, came back, played the derby against Tottenham again, and he was tired. So for someone who hasn't had a lot of football, that's 3 games in a very short period of time. Add the travel, with the Ecuadorian team as well. That probably took a toll on his fitness. And, Mosquera has done well, so start, why not? But I think against Chelsea, I would pick Nkapie to start again. He's very aggressive. Chelsea are going to come at us very aggressively. So I think we need that.
Okay. So thanks for jumping in. So back to the original question. Like I said, I will take a draw because I think it's going to be an eye-octane game. Chelsea is coming out on a high. Arsenal are coming out on a high. You talked about, you guys survived Burnley and Barcelona, 10 men. Bro, I didn't expect the result we got, but those are good results. We came out of Spurs and we came out of Bayern Munich. So we kind of having parallel results, if you can see, right? I actually think has a better result because that's the same Bayern that taught you a lesson, right? You beat Barcelona, it could have been a different result if they were 11 men against 11. So think about that. I just wanted to call that out. I know you would disagree, but you had an advantage. So that's one. Going back to Sunday, I think Arsenal shouldn't come there arrogant. I think they should come there as they've always done, control the game. How can we control the game? Mareska, I respect him a lot. I don't like him as a manager. Like everybody has said, he's a very good tactician. He plays the opponents and is going to prepare very, very well for Arteta. The good thing about Arteta's squad this season is that it's hard for you to prepare against Arsenal this season. They've grown. Bola said it already. DJ Roi said it. They will give you any flavor that you want, right? So that's the advantage. Will it still be tough? It will be tough. There are great players on both sides. We have Declan Rice. You have Casido. This game is going to be the battle of the best 2 DMs in the league. You see that coming out. Now you have Pedro Neto against Calafiori, right? You're going to have, I don't know if it's good. No, Estival. You're going to have Estival against Calafiori. I'm going to probably have Pedro Neto or Garnacho.
Estival is not starting. I'm telling you this right now. He's not starting.
Estival?
He's not starting.
Okay. So I'll wait for the next question, but I think Charles should jump in here. We'll talk about the selection. Charles, jump in.
So let me come to Charles. Charles, can you please explain to me how Arsenal is going to beat Chelsea? I'm not kidding.
I'm not going to tell you that.
I can actually help.
No. On a more serious note, I'm flipping the question. there's a lot of talk in the media now. DJ Roi has said it too tonight. Arsenal are looking mature. A lot of pundits are now picking, Arsenal to win the league and all that. So
that's too much pressure.
How do you think a tactician like Mareska sets up to handle a team that everyone seems to be saying is the best team in the league at the moment?
Good question. And I was actually going to go respond based on what DJ Roi said. DJ Roi made a statement that Mareska sets up against the opponent to target the opponent's weaknesses. Targeting Flick's eye line. Flick's eye line, we've talked about it for weeks. Bring Barca. Their eye line, won their eye line. And we saw he didn't play a striker. He played 3 fast-running wingers up front. It was Garnacho, Neto, Estaval. He has a reason for doing that. There are a couple of games where America chokes the midfield with the likes of Santos, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, or sometimes he brings in Reece James like he did against Barca. The point is, he focuses on the weakness of the opponent and plays to it. It's a great tactic. But here's the problem. I'm going to say this as a Chelsea fan, and I know the Chelsea fans will hate me for this. As of right now, as of today, in November 2025, I don't think Arsenal has any weakness. I'm being very sincere. I don't think the Arsenal team I'm watching this season so far has any weakness.
We do, I will tell you, but that's exactly the point I was saying as well. Like, they're too strong that they can't play any flavor. But
let him finish.
So because they don't have any weakness, I'm not sure what Mareska will be targeting. Mareska may have to set up his team, bring his best men forward, and hope the individual brilliance plays out. Because true about it is, Arsenal is, like you said, Biodo, strong on all fronts. There are 2 men for every position. And these are not just one good man and one average man. These are 2 good men for every position. You guys already know me. I predicted Arsenal to win the league. I keep coming back to it, even though you don't like hearing it as now fans.
Can we focus on the question? Don't talk about it.
Oh, whatever. I'm not saying you guys can't lose again, because at some point it was, can Arsenal even concede? Will the opponent even have a chance? Would they even have a shot on target? That is the reality of it. You watch your past 5-6 games, the opponent barely even tried. Your goalkeeper.
Harry Kane didn't have a chance at goal today.
I'm sorry?
Harry Kane, I didn't see him. Did you see him have a chance at goal?
Exactly. There are games you could have won without a goalkeeper. So many. No, it's true. There were times people said Raya was working from home. There are games you could have won without a goalkeeper. So to me, that says it all. So that right there is what Mareska should focus on. How do I get shots on target against Arsenal? Because nothing else matters. So if I have any message with Mareska, find a way to get shots on target. Bayern did it today. There was a three touch move. The ball came from Kimmich, got to Gnabry. This is one touch. They didn't have to hold the ball. Kimmich took the shot. Gnabry took the shot. Carl, whatever his name is, finished it. That may be the only solution. Throw long balls. Make sure your men are strong enough to catch those balls and attack the goalkeeper. Because at the end of the day, if we play the way we usually play, the way Arsenal plays, the way City plays, the way most teams play, and I want to control the ball and own the possession, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. At least not against the Arsenal I've seen so far this season. Because you can hold the ball. They have men to counter you on that ball. You understand? They have men to do a counter attack, and if you're trying to absorb pressure and counter them, they have men for that also. So, my advice for Mareska will be long balls and make sure. See, this is not a time to hold the ball and try to possession doesn't matter in this game. Target, ball on target, shots on target, all that matters. Because at the end of the day, you lose 100% of the chances you don't. What's that phrase?
100% of the shots you don't take.
You lose 100% of the chances you don't take. So if we are holding the ball like we usually do, passing back to the goalkeeper, doing it on the wings, over playing priority to possession over attack will kill us. Because Arsenal will definitely attack. In this game, switch priority. Priority is attack. Every chance you get, test the goalkeeper, whatever it takes. Because only then would we be able to score against Arsenal.
Yeah. Let me pick on what you said. It's a good thing you said Arsenal doesn't have any weaknesses. So I'm thinking based on that, he's probably going to choke that midfield because he's going to want to control that midfield.
He can't
And
control that midfield.
wait. And to your point about him kicking the ball long, he's not going to. That's even probably the weakness, keeping the ball away from Arsenal. So he's not going to kick that. All those long ball you saw with Barcelona, he's not going to do it. He's going to emphasize ball possession because he wants to control that midfield.
Let me
And
ask you a question.
he's probably going to, if of course, it's going to invert, definitely going to invert a defender. So it's going to be a back five, and it's going to invert someone. It's going to either Cucurella or Rich James.
Can I ask you a question, Bola? Let me interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think has the power to possess the ball more, Arsenal or Chelsea?
You both can.
No.
More.
They both can, I know, but who has it more? You've been watching our games. Even we are strong.
I think Chelsea has a chance to hold the ball more.
Let me tell you why you're wrong.
Right.
Where is Arsenal's strongest position in this season?
Right, that right position, that advanced position.
I think Arsenal is even
right.
strong. From the goalkeeper to the defense, which is the best defense in the league, to the midfield.
Raya has not been tested. Let's not say that. Raya has not been tested this season.
They've been tested in previous seasons. And
you get why? There's a reason.
They've been tested in previous seasons.
Yeah, the back line is solid. That's why.
Let me get to a point real quick. So Raya is arguably one of the best keepers in the league right now. So they are strong.
No, I disagree. But go ahead.
Arguably, I didn't say he's the best. I said he's one of the best. Saliba, Gabriel, although Gabriel is not going to play, we mentioned Nkape and Mosquera stepping up. Hold on, give me 1 minute. They are reasonably strong in defense. Midfield, like Rice and Zubimendi, reasonably strong. Attack, Saka, Trossard, Odegaard, whoever's going to play on the wing, Martinelli and Gyökeres, they are all strong. They're strong in attack. So all across the board, Arsenal is strong. Now let's go to Chelsea. Sanchez is not as strong. If the pressure comes, Sanchez will break.
Amen.
It's just a matter of time. That's number one. Our best defenders are not playing. Cole is arguably our best defender. The only defender we have right now that I can stand on is Cucurella, and he's on the wing. So our defense is not the strongest. Now I know Fofana and Chalobah have been doing good together, but Chalobah is shaky. We've seen it. Now let's go to our midfield. On a good day, Enzo is better in attack than defense. So the only real defensive-minded player we have is Caicedo. While Arsenal has Zubimendi and Rice. So Caicedo can't do it alone. Now let's go up front. Our strikers have not clicked this season. João Pedro and Delap, they've not clicked. So we're weak there. The only strengths we have are the wingers, and depends on who's going to play. If it's Estavao Neto, I would like that. Garnacho, if he shows up, good. If he doesn't show up, too bad. Neto on the right is not as strong as Neto on the left. So we have a lot of issues. What I'm trying to say is we have more issues than us now. When it comes to holding the ball, Arsenal has it all across the board than us. So I wouldn't advise us to try to hold the ball.
So you agree to give them possession and defend?
That's not what I said.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. I didn't give them possession. Okay. But I'm saying...
But we can't throw long ball either because we're not going to win them. You're not going to win half of them.
The point I'm trying to say is don't prioritize holding the ball. Because there are times where you're making an attacking move and you pull back to pass back just because you're prioritizing possession. Don't prioritize possession. If you're attacking, attack. Finish that attack. If you lose the ball, lose it. It's okay. Then you come back and regroup. But the idea of you go forward, you are held back, and you come back just because you want to keep holding the ball and passing around, don't do that. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing that, you're playing to us now because you're not attacking their goalkeeper.
Wait.
And until you attack their goalkeeper, you can't score.
But you say we're passing back to hold the ball. Not necessarily. A lot of times the pass back is to reset. It's to reset.
That's
it's not to hold.
Yeah, but I mean, you can reset. Yeah. Do you know? I've watched a couple of Chelsea games this season that the first shot on target came in the second half. We can't afford that against Arsenal. Prioritize shots on target from the first whistle to the end. Because if you can get 10 shots on target, that's good. If you don't prioritize it, maybe you get 2 shots and none will be on target.
Let's get from
that. The Chelsea guys are fighting against each other.
I love it. I love it.
I'm beginning to worry for them. But anyway. I see what Charles is saying.
Iron sharpened iron.
I see what Charles is saying, and I also hear DJ Roi. I'll say this. One of the data points that someone analyzed for the Arsenal Bayern game. Chelsea trying to play from the back. I pray they do it.
Oh,
I think we can steal the ball.
no,
You've done. I've watched all your clips.
It's
Most
going
of
to be
the
terrible.
games you considered this season, and it's because their team is young, so they are trying to get to that level.
Yes.
Mareska has been encouraging them to continue to do it. Honestly, I am praying that Mareska encourages them to do it.
It's going to be terrible.
Who's still the ball? Is it Merino that will steal the ball?
No, that is actually one of the strengths from Rice. If
I don't think you've been watching.
If Ateta signals to Rice, because if you notice this game, and I've talked to you about this, most Arsenal guys have talked about this. Last season, the way Arsenal played, Rice pushed up front. So we did a press up front with Odegaard. That was our style last season. This season, he just signed a deal, Zubimendi. He hasn't really allowed Zubimendi to play alone. So Ateta has been playing double pivots. He's been playing both Rice. So that made Rice a little bit deeper. Today, when we started getting some confidence, look at the movement, just few moments when Rice pressed up front.
Yep.
The second goal, he stole it. You guys saw that? He stole it. The one that he should have scored for himself, he stole it. Right?
Mark my words.
Rice is good at stealing. Now, do you have a counter?
He did that against Tottenham to his first goal.
That one as well.
Intercepted that ball, one-time pass to Eze.
That is Rice's strength. I also watched him for England. All their 2 games England, right?
Anticipation.
Pushed him forward. He scored in one of the games. He pushed him forward. He stole. The other ones, he didn't score. So Rice is good at doing that. Now, do you have a counter? And this is where the game will be interesting. Casido is good at reading things like that.
Yeah.
Your best player is Casido. And I'm serious. Like, your best player is Casido.
I agree, 100%.
We need to get past Casido. His recovery rate is one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
He's quick at recovery. Your game against Liverpool, watch that again as well. The advantages Chelsea has is Chelsea's point. They should not try to play from the back too much. They should not try to do that possession thing too much. But they are very good at launching from defense, which is Cucurella. Go and watch most of those goals. Even the one that killed Liverpool. It was Cucurella that did a quick one, launch it and switch wing.
Yep.
Arsenal needs to pay attention there. If I can say it, I hope that Arteta and his staff, they can see that. We got to respect them. We cannot play high line. We got to stay focused because Cucurella will do that nonsense. Saka needs to do a lot of work. Saka, I don't know because he's coming back from injury, but I think I need more work and more pressure from him. He needs to be able to push back Cucurella so that Cucurella cannot do those counters. Because when they do those counters, you now see Estiva or whatever, Gittins, whatever, they can run and make those run. And that's a problem. If they cross the ball, that's fine. Mosquera is tall, Saliba is tall, Ikape can fly, Timber can fly. Keep doing it. The only thing I'll also tell you is I watched Brighton last season. That stupid penalty that was given to Joao Pedro against Saliba. That's another area that you should explore. You're talking about you don't have defenders. Pedro did a wonderful thing to commit Saliba last season when he was playing for Brighton. I don't want them in my box. As of Fernando knows how to get scrappy goals inside the box. I don't want Chelsea in the box. They can get scrappy goals in the box. So don't allow those clumsy kind of play. Push them out. Let everybody fight it in the midfield. I actually think Mareska is going to start with the same thing he did against Barcelona. It's going to be Reece. Reece is going to be harder to that midfield to control.
I expect that.
The challenge is that if he does that, then he has to play Gusto and Cucurella.
Yeah.
Cucurella is stronger. Gusto is not that strong. So that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, Trossard is intelligent, but he's out of this game because of the injury. So you're going to have to rely on whether Noni or
I want to say something
or Martinelli. But I think Casido and Rice are apart in this game. I can't really say one is. I just feel like he's strong and he's fit to play because we really need
Rice actually talked about it on the Golazo show with Henry and Co today because they asked him that question. They said you're coming up against Caicedo, and he said, he really respects Moses, but he said whereas Caicedo is more of a 6, he said he's more of an 8, right? So I think he goes forward. So I think where we'll see maybe that matchup come up is more when Arsenal is attacking.
Yeah. Which is where you need Caicedo to counter that.
Where we need Caicedo, right? Which is his best. So we'll actually see some of that battle. As far as Arsenal's weakness, there is one. Well, there are two weaknesses that I've noticed so far. One is, as you guys have rightly mentioned, the quick switch down to the side where Calafiori will start and is often absent from. We're going to need Hincapié to cover ground for him a lot. Gabriel does that a lot for him. are going to need it because you guys will notice we actually go into a back three when we're in possession. It's either Calafiori, of course, roams all over the field. So you always have Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber initially. And then when Timber pushes up, Zubimendi tends to drop into the middle. So you will have Saliba, Gabriel, and then Zubimendi kind of sits not right at the same line, but he drops into that middle. That's where the space is. On the left, Neto is quicker. Neto is quicker than both Calafiori, and he's quicker, or maybe just that because Nkape is actually very quick as well. I would say that's where the opportunity
Mareska is going to exploit.
The second thing is Zubimendi is actually proven to be not quite as press resistant as Thomas Partey, for example, was. A couple of the goals that we've considered this season, at least 3 actually, from what I saw, have come from Zubimendi.
Got the foul for that free kick.
The foul for the free kick. Again, against the Richarlison goal at the weekend against Tottenham, he lost the ball. The other area is, interestingly enough, corners. I think 2 or 3 of the goals that we've considered this season as well have come from corner kicks.
So those are the 3. But you don't know how to defend them.
We know how to score them. We know how to defend them, but it's also an area of weakness. Just looking at statistically where we've considered goals from. Open play, like you said, extremely difficult to get shots on targets. Extremely. Like,
it's
even the 2 goals,
can I just
the 2 Zubimendi ones that we talked about. Right? One was...
Can I make them feel bad?
I was just going to say, one was Richarlison, like a lob from halfway, right? Almost never happens in most games. And then a 35-yard free kick from Szoboszlai. Right, so even though those are goals we've considered, they are not typical things. So it's very hard to consider from open play.
I think those problems have been fixed. So don't get too excited, and I will tell you why. The moment Richarlison scored that ball, go and look at it very well. Arteta told them, go long. Don't play that rubbish again. Chelsea won the World Club by pressing PSG in PSG's half. That's why
you're not going to get that against Arsenal.
That's why I knew Mareska was mad. Arteta should not expect Chelsea on Sunday to not press in our own thought. Go and watch Bayern Munich again. I'm giving you examples of what will happen. Bayern Munich pressed us. First half, we couldn't get out. We could not get out until we scored. If you want to then fight on Sunday, you got to press Arsenal in their own thought. That is the way to stop that momentum so that you force them to go long.
But they mentioned it today. Against Bayern, Arsenal went long 47 times.
Yes.
Because Bayern goes man-to-man. A lot of the goals they score come from that high press. They go man-to-man. Raya went long every time to Marino.
Yes. Because the mistake Zubimendi did, he saw that on Sunday and he said that was it. We're not playing again, we're going long. So that's one area that I think you can explore. But there's also a solution to it. One more thing I will say, then I'll turn it over to Ayo, is this. I don't know if Kopama is fit. I actually think you need Kopama in this kind of a game. This game is going to come down to game changers. You need individual brilliance. Kopama is actually one of your most confident players that I've seen.
But this is not a game to bring him back.
They said it's not.
They
said it's too early for him, so I'm thankful.
I'm just saying you need a ball carrier. You need a ball carrier, and you need somebody that is confident to do that. This game will be too close. These are
that's why I think you should start Stevan. But Mareska is very stubborn. He won't start Stevan.
Yeah. But you said you will not start him. So can you tell me why you will not start him
in EPL?
There's a trend. He tends to not start him in EPL for a reason, whatever reason I don't know. But I guess he wants to bring him on when the game the defenders are a little bit tired. Yeah.
So here's how I see it. I think. Now, Ayo mentioned something about, or maybe Roy did, Reece James playing in the midfield like he did against Barca and Gusto starting. I personally would actually attempt to choke the midfield with Andre Santos,
that's what I said.
Fernandes up front. Andre Santos and Caicedo, double pivot with Fernandes up front.
Santos physical?
Huh?
Yeah.
He's a good player.
He's like the Caicedo.
Did you see what he did? I was against Burnley.
Andre Santos. Those are the most physical DM-like players we have. Yeah. So if you play Andre Santos,
I'm actually surprised by how good Andre Santos is. I didn't know he was that good.
You didn't follow him in
play Fernandes up front.
I mean, I saw it against Casemiro in Chelsea Man United, and that's when I started noticing him because he
you didn't follow him in when he played at Strasbourg last season.
Strasbourg, no, he's good.
He became their captain, and he won, I think, the young player of the league.
Something like that. But let me land my point real quick. So I'm going to play Reece in his natural position. If we have Reece and Cucurella in the natural positions, I'm a little more confident, regardless of who is in the centre back pairing. Because right now, I don't think there's anybody in the centre back pairing that makes sense. They are all just today they are on, tomorrow they are off. Not Cole. Fofana, Chalobah have been the best pairing, but I'm still not confident with the two of them. So for me, it's going to be Reece, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Santos with Enzo up front, Estevao, Neto on the wings. I will play João Pedro even though he's been up front. Actually, I may play Delap just because of that physicality. And
I guess
physicality and height. And
you don't want Delap in this game, actually.
I'll do that because João Pedro is a little more finesse. He does this finesse kind of style that is good, don't get me wrong. But when he's really, really on it, that's when he's good. Most days, it's just like he draws back and doesn't play like a real striker. I actually think we need someone to hustle out with the centre back of Arsenal. It may not succeed, don't get me wrong. It's going to be like a distraction. But just someone to at least make sure you're there. Then we can work with Estevao and Neto on the wings. But I still emphasize the point of making every attack count with Estevao and Neto on the wings from the midfield. And of course, Reece James is going to overlap at some point whenever he gets a chance to throw in balls to the likes of Delap. Making every chance count is a matter. Because I guarantee you, Roy, if we play from the back, we will lose. I guarantee you. I've watched Arsenal well enough this season to let you know if you play from the back, you will lose. Everybody in Arsenal is a presser. From their goalkeeper, do you know where Raya stands? Raya doesn't stand in his box anymore. From their goalkeeper to the defenders, they are all pressers. So, and our centre back pairing
he's not going to try that on Sunday.
Today, Chalobah is on, tomorrow is off. Fofana, we don't know if he's going to be fit or not.
Charles, calm down. He's not going to try that on Sunday.
Let me land. Tosin is not sure what he's doing. He's too slow. Let's even start with that. The point is, if we play from the back.
But you're forgetting Badiashile. Badiashile is actually going to start in place of Fofana.
You see, you guys are players. 57 players. And you're struggling to pick a level. You guys should be
Roy just
57 players.
Chalobah is going to play on the right, CB, and Badiashile is going to play on the left.
So you even start Fofana. Well,
hold on. Roy, let me ask you a question.
Thank God.
Roy,
this is the advice that I was going to give to you earlier, right?
Give the advice, but I have a question for Roy.
Let me give you the advice. You are starting.
Wait, hold on.
Let me say.
So Roy doesn't forget. Roy, who is our worst defender? Just give me a name.
Well, there's no single.
No. There's one person who's actually outstandingly worse than everybody else. Right now.
Tosin.
It's Badiashile. Badiashile is terrible. Badiashile only performs when there's no pressure on the defense. Have you seen him when there's pressure on the defense? You can't play Badiashile against Arsenal. You play Badiashile against Arsenal, we lose. But go ahead, Biodu.
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Thank you. I take notes.
Go ahead.
No, because Badiashile is terrible. If that guy just starts, I'll be happy.
That guy is terrible, Roy.
For your back four, you can start that. You are not thinking about the war. You're thinking about the battle. Mareska, one thing he has been doing this season, he's been trying to manage your defenders to see so that it can last the season. If you give us Reece James starting from defense, you give us Fofana, bro, I can guarantee you they cannot finish that game. And I say that because of the Liverpool. Hold on, let me land. That's the advice I'm doing. I would love it. Reece James, his workload, they are trying to manage it, right? So they try to. So you can give us. Hopefully, Martinelli is in his right senses, and you just give him that. Let's keep doing that. Reece James will not last. Fofana, same thing, will not last. Hopefully, Gyökeres is back. I need that physicality. Fofana will not last. So I will be glad. You might struggle for start, but at least you will break down your defense. I'll get some more places.
Let me tell you something, Biodu, to counter that. Actually, I think Reece James will definitely last against Martinelli. Martinelli, Saka, bring anybody. Now, last, and what I mean is...
when I say that, I'm not saying Martinelli for the entire 90 minutes. I'm saying your own is James for 90 minutes.
No, not 90 minutes. Definitely not 90 minutes. But Reece James will play 60 and play it efficiently against whoever you bring.
That's fine. Play 0-0 60 minutes. 30 minutes, I scored 3 goals.
No,
that's
the point. Reece James plays 60. Bring in a fresh Gusto to play 30. We're good. We're good.
Okay. Again, I don't know. I just hope that we win. But I'm just talking about, these are all theory stuff, right?
Yes.
We see who's confident. We see who's going to panic. We see who's going to carry out the manager's instruction. We don't know.
But one more point. My final point. The most important thing, like I said earlier, is attack. But the most important thing in this game is not about the personnel, actually. I understand I don't like Badiashile, blah, blah, blah. The most important thing is the system Mareska brings. It's not the personnel. Bring a system that is all about testing Arsenal's goalkeeper without losing the ball in our defensive areas, and we'll be good. I'm not saying we'll win, but we won't lose.
All right, let's go and let's switch. I think we've spent a good 40 minutes analyzing this game, which I think is probably one of the longest.
It's a good topic.
Stretches of time we've spent analyzing teams, but rightfully so. Two very good teams, world champions. You know, top of the table clash. 1-2, so well deserved. Let's go ahead and switch and take predictions.
One just be the champion of Spain. One just be the champion of Germany.
Let's go.
Champions.
Somebody said it in the chat. He said at the moment it's probably going to be an English team that wins the European competitions as well, because it looks like the other teams, except maybe PSG and maybe most teams can't stand the physicality that the English teams bring, because an intensity that the English teams play with.
I won't predict that.
It's still far. But I'm just repeating, and like first 3 months of the season, it seems to be so. But yeah, let me switch to predictions.
Speaking of Champions League, I know we're not talking about the Champions League. Let me make a bold prediction. Final is going to be possibly Arsenal-Chelsea.
Wow,
that's very bold.
Let's go.
Okay. They want to jinx us. I know. They're trap all along. They just like jinxing us.
We'll be back with that.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Going by the way I'm looking at the screen, Charles, you get the first one. Brentford, Burnley.
Brentford. I don't even know what's going on with Burnley. Are they really doing anything these days?
Oh yeah, they are a solid team.
They are. They're a solid team, but we'll just beat them. So just be a solid too. But I'm giving it to Brentford.
Your mentor, Man City against Leeds. They lost again during this week. They've lost 2 games in a row now.
I pity Daniel Farker and Leeds United, because this man is really hot right now, to the point that he said, it was being too nice. Putting out that selection is going to destroy Leeds United.
Captain Alan, your FPL. Is that what you guys are saying?
I think.
Yeah, for FPL players, I think you should. Yeah.
I mean, he might have a hat trick in that game.
Yep.
Yeah. DJ Roi, Sunderland versus Bournemouth.
My turn?
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Sir.
Really?
Sunderland. It's going to be 3-2.
Wow,
that's
going to be a draw.
Close.
Have you watched Sunderland play?
Do you guys know if Semenyo?
I just drew them. I just lost points to them. I know them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're a very strong team.
But have you seen
Bournemouth? They lost to Fulham, guys. Sunderland just lost to Fulham last week. They lost 2-0.
1-0.
Again, EPL. So in EPL, results like that happen, right? Sunderland against top teams this year they've been very aggressive.
Okay.
All right, I'll take Everton against Newcastle. Be a tough one. I think Newcastle will just about edge this. I
don't think so.
It will be close, maybe like a 2-1 or 1-0, but it will be very close. It will be actually a really good game to watch. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll put my money on Everton on this game.
Okay. Why? Because Because they beat Man United.
Not because of that. Not because of that. Moyes is a he's the guy now. In Shabi set up he knows how to set up his team in defense. And Pickford is a beast back there. So
Okay. Charles, we're back to you. Tottenham against Fulham. Another London derby.
Yeah, Fulham are next door neighbors. But I think Tottenham are not playing bad, even though they lost to you guys recently because it was you guys. And they tried to go to throw PSG, but it is what it is. I think Tottenham will take this. They'll be back home in London. I actually think Tottenham, they're playing good. They may have a better, they should have a better season than they did last season. So I think they'll be fine to win this.
Okay. Palace against Manchester United.
why is it laugh?
Manchester United. Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace will take this one. Mateta.
Okay.
Your twin brother, Abby.
What you get, similar.
DJ Roi. Villa against what? Should we even take predictions for this?
These moves are not.
That team has relegated since.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I think we have 19 Premier League clubs and one team.
Anybody that gets Wolves, you have a 3-point guarantee.
They should remove the Wolverhampton. They should remove the Wolves in the Wolverhampton. It should be Hampton.
Just call them Wanderers.
Wanderers. EPL Wanderers.
EPL Wanderers. Because I think they're just here to make up the table for us at the moment. Right, so moving on. Forest against Brighton. Dash seems to be helping Forest, but they're playing against Brighton, who been a bit up and down this season. I'm not sure what to expect. I think I'm just gonna go 1-1 or 2-2 draw in this game because I'm not sure what to expect from Brighton at the moment. Up to you, Charles. West Ham, Liverpool. I don't even know how Liverpool have lost on the road now because I'm starting to lose track.
So here's the thing.
At least they're not home this time because it seems like every time they've been at home, at least last 3 or 4 games they lose. So maybe on the road.
So I want to make a public service announcement or PSA, whatever they call it. For if you're gonna ask me, except when Arsenal is playing Chelsea, of course. If you're gonna ask me to predict Arsenal games, so my default prediction will be Arsenal will win. Because like I said, I'm predicting Arsenal to win the league. If you're gonna ask me to predict for Liverpool, my default should be Liverpool will lose based on what they are playing. But I'm gonna switch it. My default is gonna be Liverpool will win. Because I think at some point, Liverpool, they have to wake up. They can't continue like this. So Liverpool will win this game. It sounds funny when I say it. But Liverpool will win this game. It's a prediction. I'm allowed to be wrong, right?
You are. You actually are. I mean, the last 2 results, to be honest, shocked me because I'm starting to get the impression that the players are no longer playing for the match. Because if you're losing to PSV, if you're losing to Forest, who are currently in relevant places, and you didn't just lose by it wasn't like that game where Crystal Palace beat them in the dying minute. Like that can happen. Like it was in 96-minute winner. Like I could understand those losses. When you start losing 3-1 to PSV, you're losing 3-0 to a team that is currently in relegation places in the league. I'm starting to question the manager. And so
I think it's more
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Going on in that Liverpool issue.
Anyway, on to the big one, the last one of the weekend. Chelsea, what's your prediction for our game? Just be honest. See how you're really feeling. It's okay that you're wearing Chelsea jersey.
So here's the thing. I'll make it simple. I'll make it a 1-1 draw. That's my prediction. Because I know you guys are better than us right now on paper. But I also don't think we're as bad as I think we are growing, we're getting better, and I think that momentum will help. We're playing at home, I think that will help too. So I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw, share the spoils.
Biodun, what's your prediction?
I can't predict this.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just gonna say what I usually say in situations like this.
I
Arsenal
hope
has
you
to
win.
win. Arsenal have to win.
Biodun,
Win.
Biodun.
I hope we win. They must win. This is a must-win game. Arsenal must win this game.
Ayo, when did we give Biodun ability not to predict?
Next is
DJ
Roi. Next is DJ Roi.
No. On the master's notes, you do this all the time when it comes to Arsenal.
No, not all the time.
You have to predict, though. Just say something. You can't say you're not going to predict. Okay, me too. I'll stop predicting West Ham games. Just predict. Which one is you won't predict? If you don't predict, you will lose.
The other one's in your mind.
I mean, I want to win.
2-1. Okay, so 2-1, right? 2-1 is 2-1 fair. Is 2-1 fair?
I think it's going to be very close. I won't be surprised if it ends up a draw. The last two games against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge actually ended up a draw.
So 2-2. 2-2 draw.
So maybe a draw.
2-2 draw. Okay, so 2-2 draw.
I think it's going to be more than 1-1. Yeah, there will be goals.
Okay.
I mean, things like all those Casado taking a shot from nowhere. I expect crazy things like that.
I'm predicting a 3-1 win for Chelsea.
For Chelsea.
Blood of Jesus.
What did Bola say? What did Roy say?
3-1.
3-1?
Blood of Jesus.
Yes. 3-1 win Chelsea.
That would be very impressive. Because to score 3 goals against Arsenal, they've been conceding maybe 1. Okay, Sunderland scored 2. To score 3 against Arsenal right now, that's a big deal. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. I'll gladly take it.
Hopefully, there's no red card. I mean, results could happen, but they both should avoid
red or not. Yeah. For once, I really want to be wrong without my 1-1 prediction, and I really hope we win.
So Charles, if we win, what do you think we will win by? We concede goals. That's a given, right? So
here's the thing. What's the question?
If you say you would want us to win, right? What do you think we would win by? If we won.
What do you think? What I think the score would be?
Yeah.
1-0, 2-1. 2-1, more likely 2-1 because, like you said, we concede goals. So it's probably going to be like a scrappy like Liverpool game where we ended winning in the end. If we win, I think it's going to be like 2-1. 3-1 is a stretch. I don't see us not giving up 3 goals. Even 2 is hard, but if we win, yeah, 2-1.
I'm gonna go out on a. I'm gonna predict a red card for Chelsea, and that's not wins 3-1.
Who asked for that?
What is this score?
It's my prediction. It's my prediction. Arsenal wins 3-1. Arsenal wins 3-1
because of a red card.
Chelsea red card. Chelsea red card. Is it scores?
Amen. You don't want...
actually, Eze is not going to score in this game.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
The reason why I say that is Casella is not going to let him do that.
Yeah. It's not a matter of allowance. But okay.
He's not going to have a chance on goal.
Let me ask you
I'm sure Pastor said the same thing on Sunday.
Let me ask you
Sorry, go ahead, Charles.
Let's just go round. Which result will shock you in this game? I personally, I'll be positively shocked if we win. Not saying we can't win, or I'm thinking I'll be positively shocked. Biodun, what about you?
No result will shock me. I said it at the beginning. I mean, Chelsea is a very good team.
Just Biodun's respect voice.
No, seriously, no jokes. I mean, we talked about the player 1-on-1, right? We saw where the weaknesses are. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper, we might have an edge. Striker to striker, we might have an edge. But, we don't even have striker as long as you. We've only had Eucharist for how many months? And I'm not even sure if he's going to play. If Havertz
he'll play, but I think he'll be on the bench.
Right? If Havertz was fit, I would be more bullish, right? Because so far Havertz had good games against Chelsea, right? But it's not. I don't think it's close, right? So, I won't be shocked by any results. I just don't wish a loss for Arsenal because it's going to affect the momentum. That's the point I've been trying to make, right? We want to win the league. We can't afford to sleep. But if the worst come to the worst, let's take a draw and get out and move on.
Right. Which result will shock you?
Great.
Arsenal scoring 4 goals.
That's true. I will be shocked. I will be shocked as well.
Ayo.
I won't be shocked if Arsenal scores. I will be shocked if we concede 3 goals or more.
Okay.
Fair.
Me too. Yeah.
Fair.
That'll be terrible. That'll be terrible.
All right.
Even if we win like 5 or 6-3, I will still be shocked if we concede 3 or more goals. Yeah.
Disrespect.
We're not Barcelona now. We know they play highlight.
Abina.
All right, guys. On that note, it's been awesome having you, DJ Roi. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, DJ Roi.
DJ Roi, me too, I'll do that.
It's on Sunday. We did.
Oh my God.
Life doesn't end on Sunday. Life continues. We'll move on.
It doesn't, but hopefully Sunday's game ends well for us.
Blue is the color.
All right, guys. Catch you on the next one.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everyone.